think you're going?
To get my towel,
Why?
so I can throw it in.
You're not just quitting, are you?
No, I've been outrun, outshot, outmaneuvered, and outplayed. Now I'm quitting.
You can't do that. I beat you 2 sets, and I'm ready to take the match. If you quit now, you take all the fun out of jumping over the net in victory.
You really are cruel, you know that?
What's wrong, Lori? Haven't you got that thing off your mind yet?
No. Marianne, did you hear a clicking sound while we were playing?
Yeah, my game was clicking.
No, I'm serious. It sounded like a camera shutter.
Oh? Hey, there's Russ.
Hey, you guys warmed up enough for me yet, huh?
Oh, spare me.
Why aren't you working?
Well, I had some comp time coming. Thought I'd take advantage of it while I could.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Marianne was getting a little cocky towards the end. Maybe you can teach her a lesson.
Oh, you're not leaving?
I've had enough. Look, Russ, I don't mean to impose, but would you drive Marianne home?
Oh, yeah, well, sure. Her house is on the way anyway.
Coming! Oh, how are you, Barbara? Welcome home.
Hi, Mrs. Redland. I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Harold Webster.
This is real nice of you, Miss Redland, to take Miss Farley into your home and all.
Oh, no trouble. Matter of fact, I was just getting a little room there together.
Thank you.
Come on in.
Thank you.
Now, your room is the blue bedroom at the end of the hall.
Oh, blue bedrooms. Huh, already I'm impressed.
I just want you to know, Miss Redland, that any expenses that Miss Farley incurs...
Oh, I know what you're going to say, and I thank you for the offer, but there's no need to pay me anything. Now, won't you have a seat? Have a seat.
Yeah. Now, I can't help but mention that your generosity is real rare.
Oh, not so rare, Mr. Webster. There's lots of folks all over the world just doing things for other folks. It just never gets into the newspapers.
Well, that's encouraging to hear. Mm-hmm. I guess I just don't run into a whole lot of it in my business.
Well, what business are you in, Mr. Webster?
Well, I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer? Huh. God hates divorces. Did you know that, Mr. Webster?
Well, no. I mean, I didn't know he had such a strong opinion on the matter.
Well, it does.
You know, I'm sure this bedroom is going to be great.
Oh, I'm sure
Mrs.
you're going to
Redland,
like it.
thanks.
I'm sure you're
Well-
going to like it, honey. And just call me Ione.
I got to be running along.
Already?
Yeah, I got a meeting with Nancy and Charles. Maybe God's going to have his way in this one. Speaking of that nasty subject of divorce and remarriage, I got to run.
Well, listen, you know where I am, so don't forget to visit, okay?
I won't forget. Hey, look, Ms. Redland, again, I want to thank you for your hospitality and generosity. Look, I know that you believe that God provides for all your needs, but
Oh, yes.
I'd feel a whole lot better if you'd let him provide through me. Now, please, take this on my account.
Well,
Thank
if you insist. Thank you, Mr. Webster.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Harold. Thanks. You know, I think you made him feel a whole lot better by taking that money.
Oh, the Lord's will be done. Just means we'll have roast beef instead of beef stew.
So, how did you know that blue was one of my favorite colors?
Well, I didn't, but Miriam already had the pink.
Oh, good. I hate pink. So, there's just Miriam and you and me?
Well, no, my son Gene might be coming around from time to time with his son Jimmy.
Is that the Jean that's married to Carla?
Yes, you know, I love them both. I just hate to see Gene keep running around here whenever there's trouble at his house. But don't you worry. No matter who's under my roof, we'll all be family.
That'll be a first for me.
So, how's that new job coming along?
I thought Marianne would have told you.
Yeah, I knew it'd be rough going from the start. Kids always like to test.
Well, it's gone beyond that. My purse was stolen, the car was stolen, and I'm being watched.
What do you mean you're being watched?
When we recovered my purse, all the pictures of me and the wallet were gone. Someone cut me out of my wedding photo and just left Ben.
Well, you, are the cuter of the two.
Russ,
How do you know you're being followed?
she doesn't.
Look, we know someone was in my apartment. I've got a bunch of ghost phone callers, ghost door knockers, and a bunch of friends who think I'm going nuts, right?
I didn't say that.
Your face did. May you double fault on match point.
She won't ever get that far. I am glad that you're leaving teaching, though. Wish Becky would have given up her career. I mean, when things got going rough. Which is sometimes it's better to quit. Somebody want to please help me out of this?
No, you got yourself into it. Now you get yourself out of it.
Ha ha ha, Marianne.
I hear Marianne's going to do a portrait of you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Would you do one of Ben?
Yeah, I'd love it. If you have a photo of him, I could make it from that.
Great. You know, that might make the perfect first anniversary gift. Well, talk to you later.
Okay, I'll give you a call tonight, maybe.
So long. Talk to you later about what?
About what a great day we had together.
Ooh.
All patients visited and accounted for?
Yes, and I made my rounds in record time. I must be getting less talkative in my old age.
I should be so old. How's Lori?
Well, what word can I use? Dedicated? That's the polite one.
As opposed to?
As opposed to being a pushover.
All right, Ben, what's happened?
Well, she finally agreed to leave her job at the school, as you know.
And?
And I thought everything was settled. We weren't arguing anymore. We had agreement and peace. And then yesterday, the principal, Mr. Kimball, talked her into staying 10 more days until the course is over.
Oh, no.
So she put it to me. If I was in the same position as she was, and someone was desperately needing my help,
Mr. Kimball?
that I wouldn't turn him down either.
You wouldn't, would you?
No. How do you deal with it, Terry? I mean, you and Scott had differences.
Well, I don't claim to be a perfect example.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm serious, Ben. And I know what the word says about wives submitting to their husbands. But it's not something you can force her into. All you can really do is pray for real wisdom.
And her safety.
Was that Lori?
Lori, what's wrong?
He was there.
Who?
He was there.
Lori, who?
I don't know
Doesn't
who.
make sense, Lori.
Wait a minute, Lori, just settle down.
At my car.
I don't see anybody at your car.
I was so scared.
Lori, just settle down and tell me everything.
When I went back to the car, I saw him.
Who?
Russ, don't shout.
Whoever it is who's following me, he was lying down in the back seat.
All right. Listen, I'll go check.
No, don't.
Russ, no.
Don't worry, I can handle this, okay?
What if he has a gun?
Yeah, Russ, she's right.
But we just can't stand here. Now, look, take care of Lori. I'll be back in a minute, all right?
Well, be careful, Russ. Are you sure you're going to be all right?
Marianne, I told you I heard a camera clicking.
Did you find anything?
No, just an open door and an empty car. Lori, are you absolutely sure that you saw someone?
Yes, I did.
Easy, Lori.
Why won't you people believe me?
Lori, do you remember when we were in your apartment and we were both so scared when the doorknob started rattling and it was only Ben?
I'm telling you, there was someone in my car.
Where did he go, Lori? I mean, there's not that many places to go, and he'd have to run across the parking lot.
Russ, now is not time to question
I'm
her.
just trying to help.
Look,
okay?
I don't have to convince you. I know what I saw.
Lori, we believe you.
Look, Marianne is right, okay? If you say you saw something, hey, we believe you, okay? So what do you want to do now?
Well, I'm not in the mood to play tennis anymore.
Okay, fine. Look, I'll go get the stuff from the court. Take Lori in her car, follow me to her house, we'll drop her off, and then I'll take you home, okay?
I knew he'd work out some time alone with you, one way or another.
You're gonna be just fine.
Charles, I don't have anything new to tell you. I thought that the waiting period for divorce on the grounds of desertion was 6 months from the time the wife left.
And now somebody's told you something else?
Yeah, a friend of mine called me from the state legislature only last week. The 6-month rule begins when the case is filed.
Which means we have 2 more months to wait. I thought you were supposed to take care of this.
Nancy, I can't rewrite the law.
Well, what about your friend in the legislature?
Nancy, that's not as easy as it sounds.
Well, look, all I know is that I can pick up a newspaper anywhere, and there's all these ads for quick divorces at $75 a shot.
Those are usually no contest divorces. Has nothing to do with this.
Well, how can a woman who's run off from Charles contest a divorce if nobody even knows where she is? Well, can't we get a divorce by forfeit or something?
Divorce by forfeit.
Look, stop your sneering. If you had done your job properly, we wouldn't be in this mess in the first place.
Harold, can you guarantee that I will be legally divorced after the remainder of the waiting period is up?
Barring anything unforeseen, yes.
Oh, listen to him.
Nancy, that's part of the business of law. You can't always protect yourself against every pitfall.
Charles, you're a millionaire. And you know what?
Nancy, I supervise the investment of millions of dollars.
Well, either way, I think you'd be able to buy us out of this mess.
Well, thank you for your confidence.
There are some things even Charles Carpenter cannot do.
Well, especially with morons like you around.
Nancy, I am just as upset about this whole thing as you are. I'd even bought a brand new suit for the occasion.
What makes you think that you would be invited anyway? Oh, that's it, isn't it? You did this on spite.
She's been through a lot of pressure lately.
Oh, look, I heard that. I'm serious, Charles. I mean, Harold's been against this wedding right from the beginning. I mean, next thing he'll be coming in and saying that our blood type's incompatible or something.
Nancy, you and I are going to get married. Tonight, next week, tomorrow, next year. It doesn't make any difference, just as long as I have you near to me while we're waiting.
Well said, Charles.
Shut up.
And as for you, Harold, I want you to pull every available string. You leave no stone unturned and work expeditiously.
I'll see what I can do.
Good.
Bye.
Bye. Patience, Nancy, patience.
Hey, Babs, you all settled in now?
Yeah, well, I still feel a little strange. You know, I hardly know you, and I've only heard of Miriam.
Oh, don't worry about it. In no time at all, you'll be feeling like you're right at home. Hello.
Are those jeans?
No, I get these from the church. The folks collect them at the annual clothing drive, and I bring them home, patch them up, and give them to charity.
Oh, well, that's real nice. Is that all you do, go around helping people you don't know?
Oh, I'm afraid not, but I do what I can when I can.
Keep it up. You'll restore my faith in grandmothers.
Really?
Yeah, mine was a real witch. Of course, I can't blame her. You know, I mean, my mom dumped me off on her when I was 5 years old, and then she got left holding the bag and answering all the questions.
What kind of questions?
Well, like who my father was, for starters, and well, that stumped her right there. So between her yelling at my mom and her yelling at me for what, I don't know.
You don't have an appreciation for grandmothers, do you?
Yeah, you said it. Too bad. You know, I can still remember my grandmother saying, someday you'll thank me for all I've done for you. Boy, was she wrong.
What brought you to Kingsley?
Well, when I was 16, my grandmother promised me an allowance. Of course, she went back on that deal, you know. She said she used up all the money driving to the police station every week to pick me up. She said that was justice. You know, my grandmother was a few bricks shy, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Anyway, I just kind of hitchhiked until I ran out of money and I wound up in Kingsley. And that's when I met Marcy. She was this older broad, but she still turned a lot of heads, you know, and she took me in.
Is Marcy still around?
Not that I know of. I don't know whether she's alive or dead. You know, when I first met her, there was two things I couldn't figure out. One was, how did she make a living? And two was, how come she had so many boyfriends? Guess what?
Both questions had the same answer.
Ha, you got it. Marcy was entertaining the troops.
Oh, is that what got you started?
No. One night, Marcy introduced me to this executive type. You know, house in the suburbs, 3 kids, divorced. Well, I really had a great time, you know? And then in the morning, when I woke up, he was gone, and there was a $20 bill on my nightstand. You know, charity I can take, but pity I can't stand.
Oh, honey, it's not pity, it's love. There is a difference, you know.
Yeah, you can't sell pity.
And you can't buy love.
Wrong.
Oh, I'm talking about God's love. That's precious beyond price. It keeps you company through the night, and when you wake up in the morning, he's still there.
You still don't believe me, do you?
Hey, come on, let's not go into that again. Don't worry about it.
You know, Russ, this is bad enough. I don't need my own friends looking at me like I'm going crazy.
Lori, I think what you're going through at that school and what you're facing is real. I'll be glad when you get out of there, too.
You're as bad as Ben. You know, whoever is following me is not going to stop just when school is out. You know, he knows where I live. He knows what car I drive.
Come on, get it off your mind. Stop thinking about it.
I'm scared, Russ.
You don't have to be. We're all gonna take care of you, okay?
Hey, Lori,
Well, a long time ago, we used to sit in the office, we used to talk in the cafeteria. Now, help me here. Is this just an unfulfilled wish of mine, or did we actually go out together?
We went out.
And it was such a fiasco, I'll never get another chance.
Alex, I was very flattered by your attention, and I'm not voiding you because of anything you did.
Or tried to do.
No, I mean it. There are no hard feelings.
Movie tonight?
No, I can't make it. No,
see
no,
what I
it's
mean?
not because of that. It's just that I can't make it on such short
No,
notice.
please, Terry, please. Yeah, I think I understand. Scott's been dead for no more than 8 months now. And for a grieving widow, that's not very long at all. I shouldn't have tried to kiss you or push you into a romance before you were ready. I don't deny that.
That is how I feel.
Does this mean that you don't want me to ask you out anymore?
No, I didn't say that. But I think you'll know when I'm ready.
Okay. I guess I just wanted you to be ready so badly that I convinced myself you were. Well, I'm glad we had this talk.
Next.
Jason, were you here on business?
Personal business yet? How you been getting along?
Well, I'm busy, nonstop. You know how it is.
Well, I do stop occasionally, though, and so should you. Biblical principle, you know, rest from work.
Yes, I know.
Well, all right, how about tonight? Pizza at Lorenzo's?
No, I'm afraid not.
You're overdoing it.
I am planning on spending a quiet evening at home.
Alone?
Yes.
Doesn't have to be that way.
That's the way I want it to be, Jason. My answer is no.
Okay. See you around.
Yeah, yeah.
what's going on?
I'm just helping Lori settle down.
And why does she need that?
Ben, please.
Because something happened at the tennis courts today, that's why, Ben.
But you and Lori were playing tennis?
Hey, man, take a look at your wife. It's not what you think, okay? Good. Marianne,
Ben?
they were playing tennis. You want to tell him what happened?
Well, Lori thinks someone was hiding in her car waiting for her at the tennis courts.
I don't think. I know.
So are you okay? Huh?
She ran out to her car. We heard her scream by the time we got out there and found out what happened. Whoever was there was gone.
All right, I'm calling Brubaker.
No.
Lori, this has got to stop.
There's nothing more that Sergeant Brubaker can do. Listen, we've notified everyone. I'll be all right.
Excuse my suspicions.
Yeah, no problem.
You want some iced tea, Ben?
No, thank you. Listen, I really appreciate you staying here with Lori.
Yeah, we were glad to do it. I think we better go.
No.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
Right, just have your tea.
Feeling better?
Yeah, I guess I overreacted a bit.
Me too. Who knows, maybe the more upset you get over all this, the more likely you'll be to tell Kimball to...
Not now, please.
Sorry.
I've got to get going.
Oh, wait. You what?
Well, it's already after 6 and class starts at 7.
That you're going to go in and teach tonight?
It's too late to find a substitute.
No.
Ben,
No, I said no, you're not going in.
then no one will be there.
Fine. Then there'll be no class. You can call in.
I don't have that much more time left with those kids. And I'm reaching some of them.
Yeah. And one of them is reaching out for you.
I gave Mr. Kimball my word that I'd finish out the course.
All right, then I'm going in with you.
You mean in class?
Yes? I'll be your bodyguard. Now, I don't care if Kimball's did promise you protection. I'll take care of that myself.
All right. I am scared, Ben.